No, I think we should start now.
You don't even know what it is.
I know, but
She's
like,
let's do it right now. I'm like, we go and we murder everyone out the door.
I'm down. No,
Let's do it.
Here's why. Because when you wait to do something, you don't do it.
No, I know. I don't disagree. This is more of just like a practice I think that we both need to instill. Especially because it's like holidays and, I know that in our foreseeable future, we need to stop talking about how busy we are.
Yes.
I think that we use that as a crutch sometimes, and like we're very default to be like, we're so busy. Everything is busy.
Don't you remember I said that? You literally, when I said to you, I was like, it's just a really busy season of life. And you were like, girlfriend, everything is really busy.
I know, but I think we need to stop talking about it and we need to say something else. So if there's like something that's going on and you're like overwhelmed or whatever, instead of being like, I'm really busy,
I'm overwhelmed.
Start saying something else.
Listen, I'm going to call myself out and say I did a very good job of saying to you, I need you to help me.
Yes, you did. You did.
When I was like, it's becoming too much for me.
Yes.
And I was really proud of myself because I was really scared. Oh, I have a good story too. Okay. But I was very scared, and like me standing up for myself, which isn't even like standing up for myself, because it's not like
standing up for herself was like, hey, the editing's a lot. Do you mind helping out? That was her Also, what did you think I was going to happen? I was going to be like, fuck no, fuck you.
Wait, you guys, can I just say something? I just got a text about my dinner being rescheduled tonight. And I'm really happy I don't have to go back to the Burbs.
The best.
I was in the Burbs this morning, and I'm just very, very happy.
It's the best. No, my favorite thing is somebody who cancels a plan. And they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And you're like, it's so fine. Now I'm
Talk about being busy.
Now I'm left to sit on my couch and fucking do nothing. What will I do? How will I cope? How will I survive?
Anyway, but I agree with you. I also think we have said to one another, let's plan this. Let's plan this. Let's be better at this. And then it kind of falls to the wayside because we likely say we're too busy or things are a lot or building up or whatever. And I think that that's something we can be better about to prepare ourselves. I said this to Darius the other day. I was like, I'm not afraid to have multiple things. I'm not afraid to open a studio, have a family, have a podcast. Like, I'm not afraid to do that. What I'm afraid of is putting energy into something that makes me busy, that I'm not, like, that is taking my energy.
Yes.
Where it doesn't need to be, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, it's like the principle of like, you can't give 100% to 10 different things. So is it worth giving 10% here and 10% there and 10%? And sometimes sure, but in the grand scheme, especially when you're talking those bigger things in life, family, opening a studio, podcast, whatever, you want to really devote most of your energy to those things.
Yes. And that's where like that doesn't scare me. What scares me is my energy being sucked by things that don't fill my cup.
Yeah.
And I think that that's when I'm like, I'm just so busy with this. I'm so busy with that. And I've really been trying to be like, no, I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Nope. I don't need to do, I can say no to that. Or the other day, Darius and we had someone asked us for plans and someone else asked us for plans. And we looked at each other and it was either like, I know, it was either like kind of like this drinking party or like hang out with our friends and our kids and their kids, which is just like more chill. Like we're literally in this outfit sitting on their couch. Yeah. And we both looked at each other and we were like, yeah, let's go there instead. Like it seems like, I think to the point of being busy and saying like, I'm really busy. It's like, where do you want to put your energy?
Right.
And I think that's a big thing for us is like, this does take a lot of energy and it does take a lot of time. Mm-hmm. And it is something that like you do have to prioritize if you want it to work, and I think that just being like, I'm really busy right now. Okay. We're all really busy. Everybody's really busy. It's kind of like when Emma said, when someone asks you how you are, really thinking about like, not just being like, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah.
Being,
Like, don't trauma dump on the courteous exchange, but also like, take a second to be like, how am I really feeling?
Yeah.
I agree. And I think, I haven't quite figured out like what that looks like yet. And this can be like, if you're working on something or investing energy in somewhere and you have tips and tricks, like let us know. But like, I think maybe where we start is just like a scheduled time, that it remains a scheduled time that we devote to doing stuff for this.
Yeah.
And then it's scheduled and it's in there and it's recurrent, and we can't schedule things on top of it because it stands as an important thing.
And I do think this comes down to like, you see a lot of this on like productivity hacks or social media hacks or business hacks or whatever. And it really all comes down to your ideas to paper and scheduling and planning it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's this girl that I follow and she's like a social media marketing manager or something like that. And she's like, you have a lot of ideas, but you haven't executed on any of it. And it's like, we have a lot of ideas. We execute every week on it, but life gets in the way. And so it's like putting out a pen to paper and making a plan to actually make it happen. I think that's like how you got to get shit done.
Yeah.
And the holiday season is going to kind of make your schedule, everything that you have scheduled, kind of be like, all right, we got to move that to Thursday.
Sure,
we got to move that to whatever. But because you've had the schedule, you look ahead and you're like, all right, we got to move this,
Yeah. I read something too the other day. It was like a reel or something that it said like the most successful people in the world got there because they said no to almost everything.
Yep.
Which is just a crazy concept, because you think that you have to say yes to all these things because they're all opportunities and it's connections and it's growth and it's exposure and it's yada, yada, yada. But to have seen that, I kind of took a step back and was like, okay, wait a minute. Maybe it's not like entertaining all the possibilities.
No.
Maybe it's like being really strict about the possibilities you do.
What's interesting is I was in the car like yesterday, the day before, whenever I was in the car, and I was like, I think this is going to make me sound really conceited.
Okay.
But I think I'm an expander for a lot of people. Like, I think a lot of people come to me and they're like, I have this amazing idea. Mm-hmm. Do you want to do it with me? Like, I've had like 3 people recently come up to me and say this to me.
I don't think that makes you sound conceited at all.
And
I think that validates your thought that you are this person that has all of these ideas and you just need someone to kind of give you a little push or pull in a direction.
Totally. But
and
I need
you're
to be
well connected.
But
you're
I
well
need to,
followed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I need to be able to say no. Because what I want to say is like, it's really nice that people come to me and are like, I want to do this, but I need to be able to say, that's not really in this right now for me. Like, I don't really want to do that
or just
right
like
now.
Not right now.
Yeah.
Even,
like I think, because what I've been noticing about myself is like, we're talking about this in therapy, but like, I don't believe in myself enough. Mm-hmm. And I do need people to be like, go do it, go do it, go do it. And it is really nice, like in this, to have a partner where it's like, you have to show up for someone and you have to do it. And once you like are here, it's so fucking easy.
Yes.
But it's like, the showing up part for yourself when it's just you, that's really hard. Mm-hmm. And I've noticed that, and it's a big fear circle for me. That's why I'm fear of judgment, fear of failure. Like, it's a big fear circle. But what I've noticed is I'm so eager to help other people and to be like, how can I get you there? Versus me being like, how can I get myself there?
Well, because it's less stake in the game for
100%.
You, right? If their project fails,
100%.
you were just there as the ancillary support. It's not your name. It's not your
And then I think about to the point of busy too, where it's like, how many pots can my hand be in? To the point of like, are all my pots full? I don't think so. I think
you get a little bit of that thing too. It's like, how credible am I to my craft and my identity if I'm dipping myself here, there, and all over?
Totally. And it might be like I want to be a part of that. I just don't want to be the like ownership of it.
That's putting your thing together.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe then you just start saying that to people like, I would love to support you and please let me know how I can do that. But as far as me being a bigger piece to this puzzle, like, it's just not in the cards right now.
Yeah.
So maybe that's your task.
Yeah.
26.
Yeah.
Just more. Nobody ever asked for my fucking help with anything, so I don't know.
No, but I feel like it's like a letting go of things that the feeling of insecurity, of like just not having like stability in what I know right now, is very scary for me.
You feel like an emotional hoarder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it.
Yeah.
I 100% do. I feel like I don't know how to let go. And then in the second breath, like hear my, like I can hold on to everybody else's emotions and everybody else's things, probably so that I don't have to listen to myself.
So you don't
This
have
is a
to.
great therapy session.
Yeah, I will bill you for this
Yeah.
session at the end of this. Don't you worry. She charges a premium fee as well. Yeah, no, I get it. I understand. I don't have as many. You're wise beyond my years, and you have more people that come to you and look to you
No, but
for
I think
things, so.
I think we can all do a better job of saying no to things, to your point. Busy not being an excuse for everything.
Yeah.
And because to your point, what you said to me to call me out of, like, busy is there's always a busy season of life. January is going to come around. It's going to be a busy season. February is going to come around. It's going to be a busy season. So how can we?
I just think sometimes we use that statement as like a crutch. Like it's just like we've put ourselves in these situations. We make ourselves our version of what we think is busy, and that's different for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody having a full-time job and committing to an activity once a week is a lot for them,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then there's people that, do 600 things during the week, like it's different.
Yeah.
But I think we use it as a crutch, and I think it's just like, oh yeah, well, it was busy, and we get in this like toxic habit of just like we're saying that all the time.
Yes.
And then it just feels like I just like sometimes I'm like I'm kind of like sick of listening to myself say it. You know what I mean? Like
you're
get
like,
over
I get it.
Yeah,
I get you're
like,
busy.
Yeah, like get over it.
Yeah,
You've done this to yourself. So like, what are you going to do with it now?
Why are you complaining?
Are you going to shed responsibilities, or are you going to shut up and do what you need to do?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And figure it out.
Yeah, right. And so that's why I was just like, we should.
I love that for
have
us.
An umbrella goal.
I
Yeah,
love
those are
that for us.
targets,
And if that is calling to you, I think you should do it too.
Did you see I got my ordering?
We're circle friends, girl.
Oh, I forgot.
I don't know if you know, but I didn't know this until.
Well, I didn't
Okay,
either until my
let's
friend
talk
Ashley
about
told me.
Bunda.
Yeah, let's talk about Bunda.
Okay, so Taylor and I went to a Bunda class.
I taught class that night on Tuesday too, and I said, anybody gone to Bunda? They all looked at me like I had 9 heads. I was like, really? I thought this was like well known.
And in my class, they were like, yeah, it's so
really?
hard.
Okay, so we went. So there's a woman named Kylie. I say woman because I don't want to call her a girl.
A girl,
because she's
yeah.
woman, But
Yeah.
that makes her sound elderly, I feel like, and she's not. She's the cutest, sweetest person of all time. She used to train at Train Moment. She was a coach there for quite some time. She recently transitioned over to Bunda. And the format, for everybody who doesn't know, it's kind of like Barry's in that you do half strength, half of cardio.
And you go back and
experience.
forth.
You go back and forth. But it's Stairmaster. And the strength stuff on the floor isn't as chaotic as Barry's where it's hit. It's like 4 moves. You're meant to lift heavy and go back to the Stairmaster, and you do the exchange like 3 times. I got on this Stairmaster and I was like, cute, having fun, great time.
First
Love
round,
this,
I
easy.
crushed.
Yeah, I was like, great. Even second round, I was like, coasting. And then by the 3rd round, I was like, enough is enough.
Well, I think it was like after you like went and did the floor, and the floor wasn't just like upper body, like it was lower body.
It was like heavy, and it was like reverse lunges, and she was like, you got 30 of them. And I said, I'm sorry, what did you
Yeah,
say?
when she said 30 with heavy weights, I was like, I'm
like,
not
oh.
following, nor do I want to follow.
That's what we're doing today.
I got to 16 and I was like, I need a break.
Yeah.
But
I'm short of
I'm
breath.
telling you, my ass was sore. I did body rock yesterday and I was like, my ass is feeling it.
Yeah, no, it was a good it was good, and it's vibey in there. It's got the dark and the lights
Yeah.
and the whole thing. It was a cool little experience.
I'm not a Stairmaster girl. Like I don't do it often. So it was a good challenge for me, like a differentiating.
Back in my toxic exercise days.
Same. I
used to-
Stairmaster it all the
I
time.
used to fuck
Yeah.
up the Stairmaster.
Yeah.
I was like, put that bitch on 10 and get going for
Yeah.
45 minutes.
Yeah. Well, she also was like, it's funny because she was like, find your base. And I found my base. And then she'd be like, and go up 1 to skip a step. And I'm like, I want to go up like 3.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to just go up 1. I want to go up 3. And then she's like, and let's pick it up. And I'm like, I'm going up 5, not
Yeah.
4. But it was fun.
She did say like, because it was our first class, like in the beginning, she was like, listen, like, here's the guidelines. Like, I wouldn't push it past here.
Yeah.
I probably could have pushed it.
The girl
but
next to me was like, she was like,
Fine.
yeah. I was like, all right, girl. And then like her hands were off when she was sideways. And I was like, please don't fall.
Yeah. I'm like,
I noticed when she was like, trust yourself, don't look down. I was like, I don't trust myself.
Yeah, no.
Because I kept, even when I was looking down, my foot kept going too far forward and I tripped.
My right shin is so sore because I kept crushing it on like the.
This, I'm just not used to it, okay, Kylie?
Yeah, I was like, it took me a minute. I got a bruise on this shin though. I crushed it on that machine like 4 times. I was whacking it.
I thought it was very fun though. I was like, it wasn't like, I hate this. I thought it was like entertaining enough that
it was you could lift heavy enough where it's not like you're flying through things and you need a 10-pound weight because there's not possibly enough time for you to rep out.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's meant, I guess that class was meant for heavier. There might be like an endurance phase or something where they lift lighter, but it seemed like the weights that they had was definitely not for the bar girlies, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't the 3s and 5s.
No. It was definitely like grab your heavy dumbbell.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. No, I was just talking to somebody about it this morning because I had gone to train this morning and they said, so you went to Kylie's class. I was like, yeah, it was like, it was sneaky.
One of the girls in my class said, she's like, did you take, I forget the girl's name, this class? And I was like, no. She's like, that's my friend. And I guess she's like the training manager over at the Lincoln Park location. And I was like, no. I was like, we took this girl, Kylie, and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I love that class.
Yeah, it's a good, especially for women, if you're looking to get into strength stuff and you don't want to like hit a gym floor with pure weights like right away. I think it gives you a little bit of taste of both. And then you also don't have to run on a treadmill if you're not a runner.
And then you also get a big juicy booty.
Yeah.
Juicy booty.
Which is like the whole like, that's
big
the
booty,
whole
big
entire
booty,
point of
big
my
booty.
existence. But anyways, so this all came to light because we were just talking about the Oura ring because I got an Oura ring and we became friends. Circle friends. You can have a circle.
I didn't know this. That you could like
I didn't either. My friend
friends.
added me to her circle and that's how I knew about it.
I had to even text Taylor and I was like, how do I find you now?
How do I get back to the circle? Anyways, this thing has been telling me I'm stressed. I don't disagree with her, but there are moments when I'm like, really? Because I feel fine. And now I'm like, is that just my baseline?
No, I think the stress though, sometimes I'm like, it says I'm stressed when I've like worked out a lot that day.
So yes, but there's a difference between being engaged and stressed, it says. I don't know. I think she's still figuring out like what I'm doing over here. But then like that day that we went to the Stairmaster class, I was like, I had worked out in the morning. We went to Boonda and then I taught my class at night. I mean, I crushed my movement goal by like 160%.
Same.
This bitch would not give me a 100 under activity because she was like, too much, girl. Like the next day, my recovery score was like not great because she was like, that was too much. And
my daytime stress is engaged. I am engaged today.
Yeah. But I was like, what? No, I'm stressed.
New events in circles. Taylor, you have a new event.
What'd I do?
I don't know. It just says new events.
He wants you to know that I'm stressed.
What was I going to say? But anyway, now Darius is getting an Oura ring for Hanukkah, Christmas from my mom. So he can be a circle friend too.
Does he know that?
No, I don't think I told him because he really doesn't know anything about the Oura ring.
Hanukkah, because he's going to listen to this next week.
Hanukkah is okay. So Darius and I are going to Saugatuck tomorrow. Today, the day we're recording, we got engaged 1 year ago. Thank you. Congrats. Thank you.
I saw you post something earlier. I knew there had to have been a memory attached.
Yeah, we got engaged 1 year ago, which is funny because
doesn't even matter now. You're married.
I know, but it was like it's so funny because Darius was like, I was so calm and cool and collected last year during this time, and I was training with Emma right before we went to dinner, and looked like a piece of shit, but whatever.
Also, let's just reflect on the fact that you got engaged a year ago and you're already married. Like, been married for a long time.
I know. 6 months. 6 months on Sunday. So we're going to Saugatuck this weekend and we had this planned. We wanted to go to like somewhere tropical and we just like didn't get our shit together. So we were like, let's just go for like a little getaway in Michigan. It's like 2.5 hours away. Like it's a quick drive. There's really nothing to do there. So we're going to dinners, like brunches, and it's like right on the water. There's a cute little town, but like it's really a summer town. Like the summer is when it gets really like vibrant. Mm-hmm. And I thought it would be really cool to do like a cabin-y experience, but the cabins that we were like looking for have like a communal bathroom. Oh, and we were like, no, thank you. So that'll be like a different experience, but we're just staying in like a little Airbnb and it's just like it's almost like a staycation, but a little getaway. But on Sunday, my like extended family is having Hanukkah. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, this is really annoying because we had this trip planned first.
Yes.
And now I'm in talk about saying no and whatever. I feel this guilt where I'm like, I need to be there. Like I need to be there. But in reality, it's like, I had this plan first and I really don't need to be there because I had this plan first. But then you get like the aunt guilt, the mom guilt, like all that stuff. So I'm in this like little bit of a, I don't know.
I'm in this season of life where I'm like, I don't really give a fuck what my family says.
I know,
Not
I
that
do.
I mean, I do, but I'm just like, I'm going to do what like last year, Thomas and I spent Christmas just the two of us, and that was, I think, was really hard for everybody involved. But I just was like, this is what I want to do. Like,
see, we are actually doing early Christmas with Darius's family. So on Sunday, like the Sunday before, because everybody's traveling. So that's like a little bit of a release in the sense that like we don't have to run. Not that my family celebrates Christmas, but we do have a Christmas Eve party for like our family friends that we've gone to every year. So it's, it's just like a lot.
It is, and it's just like, but also, at some point, like you and Darius start making your own traditions too.
Totally.
And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to show up.
We still need a Christmas tree.
You didn't get one yet?
No, we just haven't had time.
Also, did you know that I found out?
Is yours real?
Yeah, I'm not supposed to have that apparently.
Why?
It's a fire hazard.
A real one? Or just a fake one? Or real?
It's a fire hazard.
Oh, fuck it. I think it's so
how
pretty.
That's more of a fire hazard
also, you guys got a big one.
I know.
We get a small one.
You should have seen the one that Thomas wanted to get. I said there is no way that's fitting in our apartment.
It was bigger?
It was wide.
Where'd you go?
Someplace out by where he lives.
Oh, wow. You guys traveled, not like a Home Depot.
Oh, no. We drove like an hour away. Yeah. He wanted the whole thing. The whole experience. And I was like, fuck it. If we're doing it, like, we might as well.
That would have been a good TikTok.
Yeah, but see, my brain doesn't operate like that. I'm not like, let me think about how I can piece this experience together aesthetically so I can put it on the internet.
Wait till you see how our apartment is going to come together once we get our tree. Because I'm going to film it.
Oh, yes, you should. But anyways, he had an event. He's been doing like pop-up events here. This building that I live in has like friggin' more money than Jesus Christ. So they have like all these events all the time for things. Like every other week, I swear to God, it's like a champagne happy hour or a fucking
how
hot
nice
chocolate this or they do a fruit something on a Sunday or a Saturday it was. And I was expecting like little like cut up fruit tray. No, they had full fruits, pineapples, watermelons
that
like,
you just can take.
Yeah,
wow, that's really nice.
Isn't that fun?
That's
like
actually
papaya.
very nice.
I was like, I'm pretty sure this isn't in season, but I'll take one.
That's very nice.
Dragon fruit, like
because that's also not cheap.
I literally said to the guy, I was like, is someone going to come cut these up? And he's like, no, you just take one. And I was like, a whole pineapple? He was like, if you want it.
That's a good deal.
Great. But anyway, so he's been doing little pop-up events for himself, like for his business. And so he had one that Friday. And after we got back, and we like just put the physical tree up. We didn't decorate it or anything. And he went downstairs, and our assistant nurse manager, our assistant, am I all right? Probably not. Our assistant manager here at the building that we live at, we love him, and he's very friendly with us.
Yeah.
Like he's great. But I ran into him the next morning, and he asked why I didn't go to the pop-up. Well, I gotta tell you about my fucking car too. I'll get back to that in a second. But he asked why I didn't go to the pop-up, and I was like, I had to get my oil changed. It's a long story. And he was like, I was like, and then we had to go get the tree, and he was like, your fake tree. And I was like, no, we got a real tree. And he was like, your fake tree. And I was like, we got a real tree. Like, why do you keep saying it? And he's like, your fake tree. I keep telling him to stop telling people that you guys got a real tree because you're technically not supposed to have one. It's in your
I didn't know that.
Nothing flammable. So like technically,
ours is fucking real.
I think you're not supposed to light candles either. Because my friend got in trouble at her building. She left a candle on and she called the front desk and was like, I have to work all day long. Can you please go blow my candle out? And then they sent her an email that night that was like, it is in your lease that you're not allowed to do anything flammable. If you do this again, we will have to fine you. And I was like, not the candles. But anyway, so yeah, that's a big secret. She's in
also,
here.
way to like ruin all the good things about.
I mean, yeah, what the fuck? I was like, I don't think it specifically says like no real tree, no candles. I think it just is in your lease that you can't have anything that's like
flammable and
hazard, whatever. But I'm like, how's the tree catching on fire? She's not dry.
And
that bitch is watered, and she sucks water. Also, look at all my ornaments that I've been collecting over my entire life.
I know.
I have so many Swarovski ones. They're so cute. Anyways, so let's talk about my fucking oil change.
Let's do it.
I had to get my oil change because the last time I got my oil change was this time last year.
Okay. We're taking real good care of that car.
I barely drive her. I've had that car for 2 years and some months. Probably like 2 years and 2 months. She's got 10,000 miles on her.
That's it?
And I've driven her back and forth to New York twice.
Wow, that's the longest it's been. That's how we got those 10,000 miles.
Yeah, so like she's in good shape. But I needed an oil change because it said
It's
oil
time.
change required. And I was like, well, all right. So I take it. There's the closest Jeep is in,
You don't just go to Jiffy Lube?
no, because I have free ones through Jeep
Oh, nice.
because I have whatever package or some shit. It's in, Avondale, Ravenswood.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somewhere in that general direction. So I have Thomas bring me. We drop the car off. We go to get the tree. The guy tells me, I drop it off at 10 a.m. You guys, this is the most ridiculous fucking story of all time. I drop it off at 10 a.m. The guy at the desk, he looks at me and he says, we could probably have it done in an hour. And I said, okay, well, what time do you close? Because I'm going to get a tree. And so I might be gone for a while and I need to come back and get it.
Yeah.
Google thinks I'm talking to her. I'm not.
They're always listening.
I have to come back and get it. He's like, oh, we're open until 6:30. I said, okay, great. So we go, we get the tree, we do the whole thing. It's an hour away. We're driving back. It's 2 now at this point because we stopped. We had to get snacks while we were there. And the guy still hasn't called me. Also, they texted me a link so I could follow the progress of my car.
Yeah.
And the link brought me to nowhere. So I was like, okay. So I texted the guy and I said, hey, any update on that car? Because I'm on my way back. I'm driving through town. It's also we left at 2, so it's 3:30 on the way back. Traffic at that time is a fucking nightmare.
It doesn't matter what time it is. Traffic is a nightmare.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. But it's exceptionally between 3:30 and 5. It's awful.
Yeah.
So I text the guy, ghosts me, no response. So I'm like, okay. So we get all the way back home, and
You come back here,
I come back here because I'm like, I'm not going to drive there.
but you don't think by 3:30 it is ready?
You would think so. I dropped the fucking thing off at 10 a.m. and it just needed an oil change. He said, you want me to rotate the tires? I said, no.
Yeah.
Don't rotate the tires. Just fucking change the oil. So I get back here.
Wait, why didn't we just call the place?
Okay, because I texted the guy because he seemed very reliable. And he's like, if you need anything, just text. I'm getting there.
Okay.
He was like, just
I'm
text
like,
me.
Why are we not calling?
So then I get back and I'm sitting here and I don't hear anything. So then I call. And at first I call the number that he gave me and nobody answers. So I'm like, okay, that's supposed to be his direct line. So then I call the main line and I say, I'm just looking to get a status update on my car. And she goes, oh, you worked with Jorge, I think his name was. Let me transfer you to him. And before I could say, ma'am, I just tried to call that number, she transferred me anyways. So it's ringing and it's ringing and it's ringing. And he goes, finally he answers the phone. And I said, yeah, hello, it's Taylor. Just wondering on the status of my car because you told me it was going to be done in an hour. And some girl cut me. She pulled into the garage before me and I heard her go, I don't have an appointment, but I was just wondering if I could get my oil changed. And he was like, yeah, we're not busy today.
So you're like, you're
So
not
I'm like,
busy.
so-
It's 3:30. Where the fuck
So
is
the
my
pieces
car?
aren't adding up in my mind. So I'm like, I say to him and he said, oh yeah, let me get a status check for you. And then there's a long pause. And then he goes, my computer's frozen. So I'm just going to run back to service and see what's going on. And I said, okay, I'll hang on the line. He said, I'll call you back. And I said, I'll hang on the line. And he said, no, I'll call you back. And I said, okay. 45 minutes go by. I don't know where service is.
Also, are you high and
I'm
just
what the
not?
fuck? 45 minutes goes by and he calls me back and he's like, yep, it's ready. And I was like, okay, well now it was 4:30 at the time. Thomas had his event at 5, so he couldn't bring me to get my car. And
So
I
you
had
have to
teach in the
Uber?
morning. So I said, you need to send me an Uber. And he said, that's not a service we provide here, ma'am. I said, you better find somebody who can provide that service for me because you guys need to send me an Uber.
Yeah.
So fine, he makes a couple calls, whatever. He ends up sending me this Lyft. When I tell you the Kia sedan SUV situation that showed up to pick me up was
Is that the really big
a
one?
1991 rapist vehicle that I could hear the muffler coming down the road. I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Then I get in the car and the gentleman, he was very nice, but man, he had terrible BO. And I was like, first of all, I'm already nauseous because I'm in the back seat and traffic is terrible and you smell, which is no disrespect
Did he
for
put
you.
a toxic air freshener
Yes.
in it too, so
And
that
it's
mixes
the black
with everything?
ice flavor. Have you ever seen those
Ugh.
trees? It's like black ice, and you're like, what scent is that?
But also, why do you have the scent in the car? Because
Or the
now
people
I
you
have a
get in
headache.
and they have 70 of them, and you're
Yeah.
clearly they're not working.
Yeah.
So we're in traffic. All of a sudden, and he's driving it's F1. We are zooming in, and I'm like, I'm gonna die in the back of this 1991 rapist vehicle. So it takes us 45 minutes to get there. It took me 20 minutes to get there in the morning. It takes us 45 minutes to get there. Now, you know what a car dealership looks like, right?
Yeah.
They're relatively really large. So it's coming up and it's on the left. And I mean, it's like a metropolis of a fucking complex.
Yeah.
So he pulls over despite the GPS being like, drop Taylor off on the left. He pulls over on the right.
So you have to cross the street.
Okay, he pulls over on the right. And I said, well, actually, I'm going to the dealership across the street. And he glances across the street and he says, sorry, ma'am. And he opens the door automatically. So now I'm on the opposite side of the road. The wind is blowing. The wind is blowing. It's snowing. And now I have to cross 5 lanes of traffic to get to the other side of the road to get to the fucking dealership. And I'm like, how am I going to cross? I wasn't anywhere near an intersection. So I'm like, okay. So then I had to walk like half a mile down the road to get to the intersection to cross the. I'm voice noting my friend at this time. I'm cracking up. And I'm like, if it sounds like I'm on the side of the highway, it's because I am. So I get in there and I go into like the little area where they do the service, like the office. And I'm standing there. And then this guy is like, comes up to me and he's like, do you mind waiting outside near your vehicle? And I said, I have no idea where my vehicle is, number one. And number two, I'm not going back out there.
And also, just get me my fucking car and get me out of here.
You knew what I've been through with this fucking car today. And then the guy finally, I'm standing there for like 10 minutes. He finally comes out of nowhere. He's like, all right, keys in the driver's side. And that was it. And Jorge was there, and he was. I think he was pretending.
100%. He's like he fucked something up.
He picked up the phone the second that I walked in, and he didn't make eye contact with me.
He fucked something up. 100%.
Absolutely did, because I'm going to tell you right now, that girl that cut me isn't still waiting in the lobby to pick up her car.
Yeah, no. That's insane.
I was like so fucking pissed. So then I'm just like, I'm starved, right? Because I've barely eaten today. That day, I had half an apple cider donut, and I only had half because I just was like upset it wasn't as appley as I wanted it to be. And then I had a hot cider, but I needed like real calories.
Yeah.
And I was pissed. And I was like, so I'm going to go reward myself with a Diet Dr. P. Okay.
Yeah.
I stop at 2 gas stations, sold out.
Oh.
They have regular with blackberry. They have like every variety
with blackberry.
Diet Dr. P or Dr. P except the diet. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I had to go to a Walgreens. I mean, it was like a recipe for fucking disaster.
Someone just wanted Taylor to be in pain.
I'm like, I don't understand. It shouldn't be this hard.
That is really disappointing.
And
also, I think Jorge fucked it up. I blame Jorge.
I think he did too. I think he forgot about me. Also, then I got a thing, like a PDF file of like an inspection that they did. And I was like, my car's not even registered in this state. Like, you guys can't inspect my car like without charging me for it because it's a New York State registered vehicle. And
sounds like some shady shit went out.
They changed my plate covers.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like around my license plate, you know, the cover that like they changed them from my New York dealership to Chicago, whatever.
Sketchy.
Yeah.
Sketchy.
I was like, I've never had anybody do that.
You're like, hi, Jorge, what the fuck did you do to my car?
Yeah, and now like the Chicago like plate cover is covering like the New York State of my license plate. So unless you know that's a New York State license plate, like, which I'm just gonna get away with crime now, so joke's on them. But like fuck?
That's shady. That's some shady shit.
Yeah, it was a really weird experience. So anyways, Mariano Jeep in Avondale, Ravenswood, I don't know. One of those.
Creepy.
2 stars.
1 star.
1 star. And only because I got somebody to send me the Uber.
Damn.
Yeah. Treacherous. That's what I'm dealing with simple tasks these days.
Truly. I mean, it should be like 5 stars.
I feel better that I got all that out though.
You know what? Thank you for letting me know.
I really was like, earlier I was like, man, I really don't have much to say today. And now here I am like,
yeah, you have a lot to share.
I do.
You know, don't hold that in. Don't hold in the Jeep dealership.
I'm not gonna. Sorry.
I have nothing. Like no fun stories. Wait, I did have a story. Remember I was like,
yeah, you said I have something to say.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to share this story, but I won't name names or anything. So
why name names?
I wish I could. Okay, so I do this. I help a studio with some marketing.
Yes.
And I had a photo shoot that I planned. Did I tell you the story already about the girl?
No, okay. No.
So I had this photo shoot planned.
I knew you had the photo shoot, but I don't know.
And we do the shoot, and it was from 11 to 1, we were focused on the spa. And from 1 to 2, we were focused on instructors. And from 1 to 2, like, we could get as much done as we could, but at 2 o'clock, the photographer had to leave. Like he was like, I gotta go. So
that seems respectable and fair.
100%. So an instructor comes, and when I tell you she was very abrasive towards me, like she came late and she was like, I want photos of me done. And I can understand that it's very inconvenient that you're there and we may not be able to get photos of you.
Yeah.
I get that. But like I'm one person and our photographer is one person, and like we can't do everything for everybody. We can only get what we can get done. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, I don't think he's going to be able to get photos of you, but like I can do video on my phone and like we can take photos that way. And she got very mad, like in my face, was like pissed, was like pissy, whatever. And so I finally
Sounds like projection.
talk about also like sticking up for myself. I finally said like, I do not deserve, this is how I'm talking. I do not deserve to be talked to like this. I am trying to help and I can do what I can, but you don't need to speak to me this way.
Which, let's just note, that's big for her.
Very big.
That's big for
Like
her.
very, very big. And I was so
Proud
worked
of you.
up like after, like,
well, that's unfortunate, but I am proud of you.
yeah, I was just more like, oh my God, I actually just did that. Like, whatever. And everybody who was there, like the other instructors, I was like, was I mean? Like, was I like, you know, me being like, was I mean? And they were like, no, like you handled yourself really, really well. Long story short, I end up telling management about it because I was like, this made me feel really uncomfortable. And I think it
Yeah,
made
that's all.
other instructors and like I can understand and I can comprehend this person's disappointment, but I don't think it warrants attitude. I
No.
think you can say, I'm really disappointed. Is there anything we can do? Like,
Yeah. How do we shoot this
and it
again,
was
too?
like, it's chaotic because we're trying to get as much as we can to whatever. This person reaches out to me via a chat GPT apology. No, not apology, explanation. Darius was like, I didn't hear I'm sorry once. And I was like, there was no I'm sorry. But it literally was a chat
She
GPT.
was just restating her case.
Yes, like
Yeah.
chat GPT explanation. So I responded, non-chat GPT in a Jordan. Like I basically was like, I can understand your frustrations. Thank you for reaching out. We will try to make you a priority next time. The situation was intense. Like no hard feelings, done. Another chat GPT response. And I was so floored by it.
Did it have the dash?
Yes.
Ah.
Like you don't need to read it because like it's not, I don't even know where it is. But like when I tell you, like you could just everything in it and how fast it came,
You were like, this was pre.
like here's the end of it. The end of hers.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
much ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Like all of it just felt so it's bolded too. And like when you're texting, you don't bold.
yeah. No, yeah.
So
That's silly. Sister.
I responded again and I just was like, it just felt to me like not only did it feel like you weren't taking accountability for the way that you spoke to me by apologizing, I also was like, you're not even trying. You're just doing like the act
Yes.
of like,
Yes.
I'm going to reach out.
You're engaging. You're not actually apologizing.
Right. And so I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm just going to say happy holidays and be done and like kind of like off.
And
I
mazel
just
tov.
thought it was so mind blowing to me that like we don't even know how to text anymore
no Oh
to
my God,
say
no.
like, hey,
No,
I
no,
was
no,
in
no,
the
no.
wrong. Like we have to have
Yes. ChatGPT do everything
AI
for us.
tell us. Like that was kind of like my like holy shit moment. Like the whole thing was intense anyway, but I was like, whoa.
And you know, she wrote to ChatGPT and she's like, I want to tell this bitch off for not getting photos of me in this photo shoot, but I needed to say it eloquently and I want my point to come across, but I also don't want to make it seem like it was at all my fault.
Like,
And ChatGPT
I came
was
home-
like, sure thing, let me craft that for you.
Yeah, because I came home and I was like very like from the shoot and I was very, very tense. And Darius was like, what's going on? So he knew the situation. And then I let him read it and he's like, she didn't apologize. Because I said, it was like, oh my God, she apologized. And Darius was like, she didn't.
She did.
I was like, oh, okay.
Ma'am, no, that's not what's happening.
My naiveness thinks she did.
Oh, okay. Perfect. I love human beings.
Yeah.
We're really making a real turn in the out in the world right now. In a time
Sure,
where
sure,
like
sure,
we
sure.
should just like fucking be nice to each other.
We're not.
We're not at all.
We don't know how to. And it's
also,
really pathetic.
I'm sorry, it's not that fucking serious.
Nothing is.
And if you want photos of yourself so bad, go hire somebody to take them of you.
Well, that's my thing is like, I very much can understand the disappointment. I'm not saying she doesn't have to be disappointed because I do get it. You're there. Your business says we're going to do this. You unfortunately came 40 minutes past when we started and we can't just switch gears right away because we also have a list and an SOP of all like a shot list and all these things, whatever. But I can understand and comprehend that you're upset. I'm not mad at you for that. I'm mad at you for the tone that you're taking.
Yeah.
And the way that you're abrasively attacking me is not something that I deserve or need when I'm literally here to help you.
Yeah. No.
So let's just all be a little kinder to one another.
Yeah, it's not that fucking serious, everybody. Tone it down.
Tone it down.
Get a tripod.
Get a tripod.
Jesus. All right. Well, okay, listen, people. This is our last sode going out before the holidays because we have Christmas Eve and then New Year's Eve.
And then we're in 2026.
And y'all are too busy and running around, and we're too busy and running around. And
That's not an excuse, Taylor.
I'm not making an excuse. I'm just saying, like,
we're being very realistic.
Fully transparent and fully selfishly, like, it's not enough engagement for us to crank it out in the time that, you know, we know that you guys got things to do. So, and I want you to do those things.
But we'll be back with 2026 with a vengeance.
Probably not a vengeance, but we'll be back.
A vengeance with like really power.
Yeah, I don't know. Is vengeance the word you're looking for?
I don't know. What
so.
vengeance
we'll
is like? We're coming back
to
to someone, but
yeah. We'll reframe our mission for next time and let you guys know what's really going on. But yeah, I had some of our ride and dies to chew me out last time. We skipped for Thanksgiving because I didn't let them know ahead of time. So I was like,
yeah,
I'm gonna just incorporate a little blurb here.
Yeah, we'll put it on stories too.
And we'll repost.
We're gone.
So yeah, enjoy.
Happy holidays.
Happy
New Year.
Happy New Year.
And as things get crazy and busy and all over the place, just remember, girl, everything's fine.
Enjoy.
And next year we'll have a jingle.